welcome friends. So far in our discussions, we discussed that how our academic writing must have various ethics, what are the characteristics required for publishing our academic writing in top ranking journals. But it is very important to understand that only those academic writings which are based on empirical research are normally accepted in the top ranking journals. Those researches which are not based on empirical findings do not find much place in leading journals. You can publish a book on the basis of some of your intuitive thoughts, some of the beliefs which you have, but those beliefs are not supported by empirical research. But if you want to publish a research paper based on some of your research, it must have proper empirical evidences. And that is what we are going to discuss in these sessions. The empirical research is that type of research which is based on empirical evidences. Now, the issue is, what is empirical evidence? Now, empirical evidence is the evidence which is achieved, which is obtained through observation, through experience, through some experimental setups. These can be the direct observations, these can be the direct experience, or these can be indirect experiences also. These can be indirect observations also. So, those things which can be observed, those things which can be experienced, those things which can be done with some kind of experimental setups are known as empirical evidences. Now, we are going to accept only those things which are empirically validated. That is empirical research. There may be other sources also to validate your beliefs. Now, other sources may be because there is a mythological book available in my religion, and in that book something is written that it happens in this way. If you are doing good things, you will go to heaven, and if you are doing bad things, you will go to hell. Now, nobody has seen what is heaven and what is hell, but since it is written in a text which we cannot question, and therefore we are believing, so that is not empirical research. If we have not experienced, if we have not observed that how people are going to heaven and hell, that is beyond the scope of empirical research. So, those things which can be empirically validated, where observations, experiences, experimental setups are possible, these are known as empirical evidences. And researches based on these empirical evidences, we need to have that only for the publication in our top ranking journals. So, that is a, you can say, a prerequisite for publication in good journals. Now, when I am talking of empirical research, so those researches which are done on the basis of observations, experiences, etc., can be classified in two broad categories, and these are known as exploratory researches and conclusive researches. So, these are the two broad categories of research, exploratory and conclusive. Exploratory researches are those researches where we have some kind of unstructured problem. When we do not know what is the real problem, we are not able to identify a clear problem statement, the clear objectives. So, when some kind of haziness is there in your understanding of the problem, we go with exploratory researches. So, the exploratory researches are used, their objective, you can say these is objectives of these exploratory researches: to provide more insight and understanding into a particular problem. For example, in India, large number of MNCs used to come to tap rural market, because there are people like C.K. Prahlad who mentioned that there is a lot of value at the bottom of the pyramid. You can cash, you can reach that bottom of the pyramid, and for reaching that bottom of the pyramid, you need to develop that kind of products, that kind of services which can be liked by those bottom of the pyramid people. Now, for tapping that bottom of the pyramid, large number of MNCs came to India. They offered products for those rural customers, but many of them failed because they were not having clear insights and understanding of Indian rural market. Indian rural market is not only a low income market, but it also has a very complex socio-economic dimensions, socio-political dimensions, where caste, religion, gender, all these things come into picture. For a MNC marketing manager, all these things are almost unknown, that how caste can play some role in purchase of a product. But in a rural market in India, it is a reality. So, when you do not have clear understanding of the problem, so to develop more insight, we have the exploratory researches. Why every year so much of forest fire happens in Uttarakhand forest, and there are so many things which are discussed every year whenever summer season comes, but we are yet to get complete insight and understanding of that forest fire problem. So, to understand that problem, we may go for exploratory research. So, these are some of the examples where exploratory research can be used. The second issue related to exploratory research, to understand what is exploratory research. So, this is about the objective to provide insights and understanding. Then information needed is defined only loosely, because you do not know what exactly is the problem. So, you do not know what type of information you want to collect. So, the information requirement is a very loosely attached statement. So, we try to get information in bits and pieces. We do lot of brainstorming sessions, we do lot of focus group discussions for collecting more and more information which is to be analyzed later on. So, that is about the research methodology. Research process is flexible and unstructured, because your research problem is not clear. What type of data you require, that is also not clear. What type of variables are there in your research problem, that is also not clear. So, therefore, the research process is flexible and unstructured. As you move ahead, then you decide what should be your next step, so that you can get, the whole idea is to develop more insights. You have not developed assumptions, you have not developed hypothesis so far. So, therefore, no need to understand the variables. We are trying to get more understanding about the problem, and therefore, research process is flexible and unstructured. So, this is also related to methods. Then, third important issue related to method, this is the first, this is the second, then the third, sample is small and non-representative, because it is a very difficult task to collect data in exploratory researches, because researcher also knows that I am not aware of the complete problem. Therefore, I also have a limitation. I need to conduct long interviews with the respondents. I need to do lot of brainstorming and focus group discussions. So, you can do all these activities within a limited geographical areas, and that limited geographical area may not be complete representative of the population. So, your samples are very small as compared to other empirical research methodologies, and in this exploratory research methodology our sample is very small, maybe 10, 15, 20 kind of sample we use for interviewing the respondents, and it may not be the complete representative of the population. So, that type of issues are also there with respect to this. You can say is a kind of limitation. This is a kind of limitation of your exploratory research. Then analysis of primary data is qualitative. This is also a issue related to methodology, that we do only qualitative analysis of the research, qualitative analysis of our finding, so that the problem understanding can be more clear. So, that is the idea, and these findings are, so these are related to methodology. This particular issue, that findings are tentative, these findings of exploratory research are subject to correction, these are subject to modification, because these findings are subject to further investigation by descriptive researches and causal researches. So, these are going to be further either exploratory or conclusive research to be done in the case of these exploratory researches. So, then only you will have finally some kind of acceptance of the fact. So, these findings are tentative. As more and more people do exploratory researches, findings keep changing, because somebody is doing that research in Uttarakhand, somebody is doing in Madhya Pradesh, somebody is doing in Tamil Nadu. So, with respect to our small samples, these research outputs may change, and finally with kind of more conclusive research we will be able to make some kind of broader understanding of the problem. So, that is the one type of empirical research, that is exploratory researches. With this we come to end of this first session of empirical research. Thank you very much.